Okay, Jeremy. So today we're going to talk about seller concessions,
Yes.
which is a great tool to make your property more attractive to buyers
Yeah.
and win against the competition. Explain our audience, how does seller concessions work?
Yeah. So there's different terms. There's seller concessions or seller credits. And the way I like to look at it is you're basically financing the down payment, right? I have clients ask me, and I'm sure they ask you as well, hey, Ryan, should I offer $15,000 less or ask for $15,000 in seller concessions?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when it comes to monthly payments, $15,000 shaved off the price isn't a huge difference on your monthly payment.
Correct.
It could be maybe $45, $70
Mm-hmm.
a month. But with the seller concessions, if you're taking $15,000, that could go towards your down payment and closing costs, which is
Mm-hmm.
huge, right? I believe in real estate, it is better to save as much money as possible. So the way seller concessions works, there's a limit of the amount that you can receive depending on the loan product. So for example, conventional, there's from 3 to 9%, depending how much down payment you use.
Mm-hmm.
FHA, there's up to 6%.
Mm-hmm.
So just to I'm gonna give you an example just to make things simple. If you're buying a house for $100,000 and the seller gives you 6% seller concessions, you get up to $6,000 towards your down payment and closing costs.
Nice.
Which again, in today's day and age, I think it's getting harder for people too, with today's rising costs with essential goods. It's harder to save money for a home. So using seller concessions is a great tool that I think that people really don't focus on, or a lot of agents that I work with don't really use. And I always say offer it.
Something that I like to do with my buyers, my tactics, is that I say, okay, if we need help with either closing costs or down payment, any of that stuff, let's look at houses that they've been on the market for over 90 days. Because if that's a real seller, they're trying to grow desperate.
Yeah.
The house is not selling. So they're way more willing to negotiate and to give us that money that we need.
Correct, yeah.
While someone who just hit the market, it's been on the market for a day or two, they're going to be like, come on,
Yeah.
we just hit the market. We might get a whole bunch of different offers. So that's one of the tactics that I like to use. For 90 days, let's go ahead. Chances are we're going to get it.
Yeah.
And especially nowadays that we see a lot more inventory that we have seen in the past few years. There's a lot of houses out there giving the buyer a little bit more of that negotiation power. Kind of back in 2020, it was offering over 50,000. No,
that's insane.
No appraiser contingency, no inspection contingency, and that's a big no-no. So guys, you have it. For a free consultation, you can call me Ryan Diaz at 407-361-7454 or Jeremy
407-744-8326.
Thank you.
Thanks.